The easiest way to get the items out of here without having to empty your entire system up What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to this short little video on AE2. Before we get into things, I did want to go ahead and just mention that if you do like this video, if it did help you out, please do hit that like button. It helps more than you know. And also, I do have links in the description for Twitter and Patreon and a whole bunch of other stuff. So go check it out. I got a link to my series down there. I got a link to everything down there. So just check out the description for a lot of cool stuff. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments asking about this subject. As far as AE2 is concerned, I got a couple other tutorials and people think I'm the wizard. I do know AE2 pretty well, though, so I can't really blame them. I know my stuff. So when it comes to AE2, if you're anything like me, you tend to start off with a couple of lower tier storage cells. Now, I tend to not go for the 1Ks. I usually skip right to the 4Ks. It's a little bit more tedious, but I do make that jump just because 1Ks fill up way too fast for me. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say that you do have a few 1Ks that you want to clear out. Well, what you want to do, the easiest way to get the items out of here without having to empty your entire system up and then put in the new cells is just to go ahead and put in the new ones, right? You want to upgrade it from a 1K to a 4K, and you got a couple of 1Ks in here. You can go ahead and take those guys back out. You won't be able to access your items, but you will be able to clear them out. Now, we have the 4K in here. What you want to go ahead and do is grab yourself an MEIO port. Let's check out this guy real quick. We go to IO, go like this. It's right over here. We hit R on this guy. A little bit of stained glass, a couple ME drives, ME glass cable, logic processor, and iron ingot. You go ahead and place that guy down, and you attach an ME import bus to it. So if you look at the import bus, what do we got for this guy? You need an iron ingots, two iron ingots, a sticky piston, and an annihilation core, which is a logic processor, flux dust, and some kind of nether quartz or whatever, and you'll get that guy. Now that you have that hooked up, you want to connect it with a cable. Go ahead. I have speed upgrades in here, acceleration cards, but it's not necessarily required. And then you want to attach a secondary cable around. If you only have this set up, it will not work because this guy does not get power. You need to circle that around in order for it to receive power and in order for it to work. And now that you have all this set up, you have whatever storage drive or storage cell will be able to hold all of the items from the other ones. You got to make sure there's enough room. And then all of this set up, all you really got to do is just drop these guys in here. You'll see it empty out, and it'll go right into the system. Now, that is a setting. You can move this guy. It's talking about the storage cell itself. After it's empty, it will move to output when empty, right? Okay. You can also move to output when work is done. So as soon as it's finished, and what that means is that if it's still partially full, meaning this guy fills up completely and cannot hold anything else, if that happens, then it will move it to the output and it will then be sucked into your system, which we don't want. I would never use that personally, but I can see why it would be used. And move to output when full, and that is if you're switching it, if you're taking it from your network and putting it onto the storage cell, which I also probably would never use. Or you can move to output when empty like we do. So you just shift click this guy in here, you'll see it drain out and shoot back in there, move to output, and now if we go in here, I've actually used them a few times and tested this out, this concept out a little bit. And there you go. There's your 1K ME storage cells right in there. And you got all your other items sitting pretty right here in your 4K ME storage cell. And that's it. That's what you need. You're done. So if you did like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, including my FTB Skyblock series, which is going on now. Feel free to check out the links in the description like I was saying. Feel free to click that like button. Feel free to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.